I don't get people liking red velvet.
I think it's overrated, but I don't see why that's a problem to think people like it.
Mostly, I think it's because I'd never had it until I was in my late 20s. And then someone said, oh, you should try that red velvet cupcake. And I'm like, I've never had red velvet. And they're like, oh, it's like a richer chocolate. I'm like, I grabbed it and it wasn't. It tasted like nothing.
It didn't taste like chocolate?
Not to me, it didn't.
I'm sorry, so the red velvet cake didn't taste like chocolate cake?
Well, it was described as a richer chocolate.
And you saying it didn't taste anything like a chocolate cake?
That's what I'm saying. You know, I don't know if I can taste the difference between cakes when there's frosting on it. Because all I'm tasting is the frosting.
So, we know what a yellow cake tastes like.
We know it's yellow.
We know. All right, let me rephrase this. We know what a lemon cake tastes like.
Yes, it tastes like lemon. And I don't think I've ever had lemon cake with frosting. So
you know what a chocolate cake tastes like, and you know what a lemon cake tastes like. And yellow just tastes like yellow.
I know what cake tastes like. I've never had cake without frosting, unless it's like a lemon poppy seed.
Huh.
So I'm assuming a yellow cake tastes different than a white cake or a chocolate cake. But I don't know. Because it's always had frosting, and that's usually the only thing that I taste.
The only thing you taste.
Yeah.
Well, see, this doesn't make any sense, right? Because if it were a carrot cake with icing on it, you'd know it was a carrot cake, though.
I can taste that one. Carrot cake has a different texture to it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be able to pick that one out.
So what I'm hearing is you don't have a trained enough palate to override the icing on a cake to get to the actual taste of the cake, other than the ones that you know.
I would say yes.
You know what? All these years, I thought I had a shitty palate. And it's good to hear that someone else has a shitty palate. So, you know what? That's awesome. I at least know what different fucking cakes taste like.
I think it's a little rude to say that it's a shitty palate.
All right.
It's just an ill-informed palate.
I'm being a bit exaggerant if I'm saying shitty palate. It's just not a sophisticated palate.
My palate is trained for different things, just not food. Like, I could taste the differences in beers and shit like that. Taste the differences in whiskeys. But food was never really a concern of mine. Like, I've had breakups over this.
Over your palate?
Lack thereof. Because they had a romantic relationship with food and eating, and oh, it's so upsetting that you're a vegetarian because you got to try this. This is so good. Women who would have dinner for hours, and it's just like, I want something that tastes good and I can be done eating in 5 minutes. I got other shit I got to do.
Like drink these beers.
Right. Eating is essential. It's not something you go out and do. I'm not going to bond with somebody over fucking prosciutto, which apparently is a type of ham I've never had.
I'm going to say something that I don't think you're going to like.
Oh, goodness.
But I've never loved you more than anything you just said, because I've never bonded over food either. And we are officially two peas in a pod. We're back, baby. We're back.
We're back, baby.